Welcome to the English Language Center at MSU. My name is Mark Alvey, and I'm one of the student advisors at the ELC. Today, I'm going to tell you about the IEP, or Intensive English Program, and what it means to be in IEP classes. If you're in level 091, 092, 093, or 094, you're in IEP classes. These classes generally meet for 4 to 5 hours a day, 4 to 5 days a week. There will be required events on many Wednesdays. Remember, these are intensive English classes, so the 18 to 20 hours per week that you spend in the classroom is just part of the time you will spend studying. For every hour you spend studying in the classroom, you should spend an additional 2 to 3 hours studying and using English outside of the classroom. You should look at intensive English classes as a full-time job. And as with a full-time job, you have to work 40 to 50 hours a week in order to be successful. As I've already mentioned, there are 4 levels of IEP classes: 091, 092, 093, and 094. In order to move up to the next level, you must get a 2.0 in each of your classes. If you do this, you automatically advance to the next level. If you get a 1.5 or lower in one or more of your classes, you do not automatically advance. Each level takes 1 semester. Spring semester 2016 is from January 12th to April 29th.
Hi, my name is Amy Croce, and I'm a student advisor here at the English Language Center. You're probably eager to get through your English language requirements and get to your academic classes. So let's talk about some ways to be successful here. One way to be more successful is to understand what might be different about classroom styles in the U.S. Many classes at the ELC and MSU will be learner-centered. This means that the focus of the classroom will be on you. You will be expected to participate in group discussions and projects. You will also be expected to read and think critically about the material before you come to class so that you can express your opinion. You will also be assessed in more than one way, including tests, presentations, quizzes, papers, projects, and more. Another way to be more successful in your classes is to know what the teachers expect from you. One of the best skills you can develop is learning how to read your teachers. You should know that teachers expect you to be in class and be an active participant in your learning. This means you do your own work, you spend time and effort on your work. It also means that you have to work on your language skills outside of the classroom. Each teacher at the ELC has different criteria by which they will grade you. Please look carefully at your syllabus to find out how you will be graded. If you have questions during the semester, talk with your teachers about your grades. Your student advisors can also help. If you have any questions about your situation at the ELC, please talk with a student advisor. We're here to help and can direct you to the right resource. And while your friends may have good ideas, their situation may be different from yours. So ask an advisor for more information. They can help.
Hi, my name is Aaron Alrogi, and I work with language tests here at the English Language Center. I'd like to take a few minutes to talk about measuring things. We're all familiar with measuring tools. We use them every day. A thermometer measures how hot it is outside. A scale measures how much something weighs. A language test, like TOEFL or MSWLD, measures how much English you know. Now, what happens if you measure yourself and you don't like the number you get? Like this guy here. The answer is easy. You need to eat healthy food and exercise, and you need to do it every day for a long time, right? You can't do it for only a couple days. Otherwise, when you measure yourself again, your number will be about the same. This is true for language tests too. If you measure yourself and you're not happy with the result, you need to go to class and do your homework. And again, you need to do it every day for a long time. If you do that, the next time you measure yourself, you should be very happy with the results. Sometimes, when people aren't happy with their test scores, they plan to take TOEFL or another language test again. Sometimes they take the same test many times in a row. This can be very expensive and very stressful. Don't do it. Research on language testing has shown over and over again that studying for a major test, like TOEFL, isn't very useful. In fact, students who spend a lot of time studying for TOEFL often get lower grades in their regular classes than students who don't. They feel more nervous, and they waste a lot of time. As a result, they don't have enough time to focus on their regular classes. Also, keep in mind that there really are no TOEFL secrets. Anyone who tells you there are special secrets is just trying to take your money, probably by selling you a book or a special class. After all, who writes the TOEFL? English teachers, right? And what do they write their questions about? The things they teach in class. So, if you really want to know what's on the test, my advice is go to class. You'll learn a lot more that way than you would by taking a practice test. The bottom line is studying for TOEFL isn't a very good use of your time. Remember, a test is a measuring tool, and you can't get better at measuring yourself. Just like you can't get better at stepping on the scale. If you do it 10 times in a row, you're going to get the same number. You have to get better at what you're measuring. So, focus on learning English and practice using it, and not on a practice test. And I think you'll be very satisfied with the outcome.
Hi, I'm Patricia Walters. I'm Associate Director at the English Language Center and in charge of Student Affairs. In order to make your time at the ELC go smoothly for you and your teachers, here are some ELC policies that you should be aware of. All students are expected to attend every class and to be on time. To be on time means to arrive and be seated in a classroom a few minutes before classes begin. If you have to be absent, you should discuss this before the class meeting time with your teacher. If you have an emergency and cannot contact your teacher before the absence, make sure to contact her as soon as possible. If you're absent for more than 10% of the class sessions, you'll run into trouble. Your problems can include missed tests or assignments, poor grades, and even disciplinary action. Remember that all students are being constantly evaluated by the teachers. If your language level is too high or too low for your class, the teachers will know. Your job is to make it easy for the teachers to see your ability. Do your best always. Don't miss class and don't miss assignments. And remember, if you're absent or don't turn in something, we cannot evaluate your ability. I'm sure you know that students should not cheat or act dishonestly. Your teachers will discuss academic integrity with you, and they'll also teach you about plagiarism. This is very important. However, if there are any incidents of academic dishonesty, we take this very seriously. You'll certainly get a 0 on your assignment, and you may fail the class. After one offense, the incident will be reported to the university and become part of the university record. More than one offense can often lead to dismissal from MSU. If you find you have to leave the semester early, you must talk to an academic advisor at least 1 week before the last day to drop classes with no grade reported. This generally is around the middle of the semester and does not include a refund. For those of you who are provisionally admitted as an undergraduate or graduate student, if you would like to submit a TOEFL or IELTS score, you must submit it before the first day of classes for any semester. Scores submitted after the first day of classes will be applied to the following semester, and you will remain in your current ESL classes. The university accepts TOEFL and IELTS scores only from students who have passed all of their ELC classes. Generally, you have 3 semesters to complete your ESL requirement. If you need more time, you'll have no problems as long as you pass all of your classes with a 2.0 grade or higher. Now, for an important and notable change in how we grade. The IEP and EAP at the ELC are nationally accredited ESL programs. This means that we must follow national teaching requirements. In 2015, some of these requirements changed. According to the new rules, teachers may not give points for attendance, participation, effort, or attitude. Students must earn all grades by showing their English ability. Therefore, teachers must have direct proof that each student has achieved the course goals and has strong enough academic skills to move on to a higher level. Direct proof can only come from graded homework, graded classwork, and test or quiz scores. Only a final grade of 2.0 or higher means that you have met the minimum level requirements and your English is strong enough to move to the next level. While your teachers expect and will always admire hard work and good participation in class, they cannot give points for it. If you have any questions about any of these policies, please see an ELC student advisor. Your ELC teacher will also have her own class policies, so make sure to read your syllabus and find out what those policies are and obey them. If you have any questions, make sure to always see your ELC student advisor. Have a great semester and go green!